Hello, I'm Ray Luna. Welcome to my channel. For today's reading, we're looking into your love and social messages for July. I am also going to make another video for career, money, and personal messages for July, so keep an eye out for that. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing so you don't miss that video as well. So for group number 1, we have Chalcedony. For group number 2, we have Amazonite. For group number 3, we have Black Tourmaline. And for group number 4, we have Moonstone. So take your time and pause the video if you need more time to decide what pile is calling out to you. And when you are ready, go to the description and click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. Hello, group number 1. So with your cards here, we have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally, keep an open mind, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So what I see here for your romantic and social relationships in July is that you could benefit from taking things slowly, trying to be patient, trying to be calm, depending on the situations that will arise for you. Because with let go of control issues, if you try to control everything, you're trying to control other people, it will just be something that is stressful for you. So you're being asked by the universe to try to let things go with the flow in relation to romance, social outings. Try not to control things and make them a certain way. And with keep an open mind, this is saying that the people you interact with could be different than those you usually encounter. But I feel like this is something that's going to be very welcome for you. Maybe you need a change of scenery. And this also includes people, like different people in your environment. Like maybe you meet a new partner who is not who you usually would go for, but it turns out that this person has many positive qualities because you're not constantly looking for the same thing, and maybe that didn't work out in the past. But I also can see this too as in like friends, like maybe you go to a new place you never went to before. Maybe you're going to a store you never went to, and the type of people at the store, because it's a different one than you usually go to, they're also different. So I can see this as having situations where you're around a different type of crowd. So you might be a little different from the people you're interacting with on dates, or if you're going out to try to meet new friends, this also applies. But you're going to be around groups of people or people who are a lot different than you. Or you guys have a different background, a different upbringing, but this is going to be very good for you and give you new experiences. And lastly, here with very soon, I feel like something's going to happen. Hopefully with the other cards, I'll get more clarity on what that is, but something's going to happen very quickly. So maybe as you're letting go of this control, maybe there's something you want to happen in your romantic relationship. If you're already in one, this could be wanting to progress further in that relationship. If you're single, this could be finding someone not just to date, but actually have a long-term relationship with. So depending on the situation, I could see this as you're letting go of this control, what you want slowly starts to happen more. Because you're not trying to make everything a certain way, you're just allowing it to happen. So I feel like you're going to have a breakthrough by you just kind of going with the flow and letting things happen. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you guys so we can get more clarity on what this is. Okay, with these cards here, we have the 8 of Wands, the Devil, the 10 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. So what I see here is that with that previous card very soon, and then the 8 of Wands, there's something coming in quickly. So maybe this is a communication from someone that will be important for you in July. Like maybe there's something you were planning ahead of time in the months previous, And then in July, this could get canceled or there's a change of plans. Like maybe you have to move it further out past July, but there's some type of communication coming in for your romantic relationship or your social relationships, like friends. There's something that's going to change. You're going to get a notice of or communication that's going to let you know that in July. I also see here with the Devil and the Ten of Swords, I just want to clarify this. I don't think every relationship in July is going to be bad for you guys, but I think there could be a little bit of drama because with the Devil and the Ten of Swords, this kind of makes me think of like a relationship ending or maybe some fighting, like a chaotic situation. But I think of a relationship ending because the Devil talks about having ties to something, and the Ten of Swords is like the ultimate end or something being bad or being like the worst it could get. So I feel like for some of you guys, you could have someone be exposed, like maybe a fake friend, or if you're currently dating people, you're not in a steady relationship, you could find out one of these people. You could find out that they're not loyal. Like, they're not loyal to you like how you think they could be. And this is a message of like, you'll be able to move on from that. Or this fake friend, this situation, I feel like you'll get news of. Like, this is also something you could get that communication about. Not just plans being moved or canceled. This could also be a communication you receive from somebody else that lets you know about this fake friend or this person you're dating or seeing that could be unloyal. Or they could be hiding something with these two cards here. But like I said, with the Six of Swords, this is something you'll be able to move on from and not have it affect you in such a serious way. Because even though these two cards are negative here, I do feel like they're still positive for you. But I think July could be a clearing out month for you in terms of your romantic relationships and your friendships. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you guys and get more insights. Okay, with these cards here, we have a personal issue, reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer, emotions are running high, super moon. So what I'm instantly picking up here with the first card is that you guys are protected in July. So let's say things don't go your way, or with this communication that's coming in quick, with your relationships, even if this is something you don't like or it's negative, I feel like it's not going to hold you back. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a big deal, if that makes sense. Like, this is something you're going to probably be glad came to light, or maybe right now you're having some type of suspicion. And as July comes, this is just confirming to you, like, okay, my intuition was right. It was on point. I knew that was going to happen. So it's kind of good this happened because now I can clear that out and it's not going to affect me. And usually when this card appears, when I do like my own readings or readings on people that I know in real life, like my friends, family, this card usually indicates something really awesome is going to happen. Like if you're having drama or you're dealing with someone really difficult, this card, when it appears, it usually means you're not going to have to deal with that anymore. So I honestly would take this as a positive thing, even though it seems negative. I don't feel like energetically, intuitively, I don't feel sad. I feel like a relief. I feel like that's going to happen for you guys in July in relation to your relationships and the people you're talking with. But one thing I see here with emotions are running high, I do feel like in July, you're going to be a little bit more sensitive. Maybe because there's a lot of new things going on. Like I said earlier, you could be dealing with different types of people than you're familiar with. Like they have a different background, maybe they have a different style, different hobbies, but I feel like these people are going to be really good for you. But you might not know how to navigate that. So that could be part of the challenge for you, is like learning how to communicate with these new people, learning how to communicate with people who are a little bit different than you. Like there's something here that's going to be a challenge, but I think this emotion is just a response to that change. You're just learning, and that's okay. And I also feel you could have some emotions too with that communication I felt coming in of something's being delayed that you're looking forward to, like hangouts, or a person you're dating, they could be not loyal or who you thought they were. That could be why that is coming up too. But I do feel overall this month is clearing those things out. At the end of it, maybe not at the beginning of July, you're going to feel relieved and be in a better place. So that was your reading group number 1. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like it, consider liking the video and subscribing if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, group number 2. So with your cards here, we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So what I see here for your romantic relationships and social relationships in July is that you could be working through some insecurities you have in your relationships, like how you relate to other people, how you communicate with other people, and your self-worth with this first card here. So I feel like you guys are going to be making progress with those issues and healing them. You are likely going to feel more accepted because of this work you're doing, and I feel like you could see those positive effects of loving yourself, having more self-respect with your relationships, like not having your boundaries crossed as much, not letting people walk all over you. I feel like you guys are going to be taking a lot of effort and care about how you're treated in July. I also see here, with this could be the one, some of you guys who are watching this could already be in a relationship, or you could have someone that you already know, not necessarily in a romantic way, like this person, you know them as a friend or a coworker, someone you know already could be asking you out in July or wanting to talk more with you, and it could eventually lead to them asking you out. But for those of you already in a relationship, I also could see the message of this person helping you with their insecurities and taking time to be patient with you, which is making it easier for you to make that progress in July, which is really awesome. And I also see with trust, you guys have to have a little bit of hope and faith with your romantic relationship, your friendships, your relationship with your family. Like, you guys have to have more hope that things will work out. Maybe for some of you guys with that insecurity feeling with the love yourself first card, you could be thinking things are a certain way because of your insecurities. And even though you're working through them in July and making progress on leaving them behind, this could affect your ability to trust other people. This could affect your ability to trust situations that they'll be okay because of that insecurity. But I see you pushing past this. Like I said, I do think you guys will break through with this. And if you're already with someone, they're definitely going to help you with this and be patient and give you the support you need. But for those of you who are single, there is someone who's going to come around, and you need to trust that you're worthy enough to have a relationship and you don't have to be perfect. Everyone's always growing and developing at different rates. So you don't have to be perfect to go in a relationship or get with this person who's going to ask you out. In July, you are fine as you are. That's a message that's coming through. So I'm going to put down some more cards for you guys and see what else comes up. Okay, with these cards here, we have Temperance, the Two of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So what I'm seeing once again with Temperance is there's definitely healing. You're healing the way you feel. You're going to feel more comfortable in July in the way you're relating with people, the way you're talking with people. For some of you guys, if you have social anxiety, I feel like you're going to be overcoming this a bit. Like, you might still have it because it doesn't just go away like how people think that does. But I do see that you're going to make progress with it. You're going to feel less anxious. You're going to be able to talk to people more easily. And if you're already with someone, they're definitely going to be helping you with this or be more understanding with that struggle you're having. if that applies to you. But I also see here as this month is just going to be healing for you. Like, I feel like you're going to have good interactions with people. You're going to feel more understood. I definitely feel more calm and serene with this set of cards here. So I do see that coming for you guys. I also see with the Nine of Cups, this card, in my opinion, is one of the best to get. And it makes me think of a wish come true or something you're very happy about. So I feel like if you are in a relationship, maybe your friends or the person you're with, like, they're going to get together and surprise you in some way. So, like, if you guys have a birthday in July, I feel like, not to ruin, like, the surprise, but I feel like these people are going to get together and do something really nice for you. Like a wish come true. But I also am thinking of, like, a birthday, a celebration. Like, people are going to celebrate you in July, the people that are closest to you. And I don't even know how to explain this. It's just like this month is just going to be very nice. Like, I feel like the people you're with are going to show they care about you a lot. That's what it feels like to me. And I feel like you guys are gaining a lot of courage. With the Two of Wands and the Page of Swords, these cards are like planning and then taking action. Looking at how you can take your next adventure and then setting out and doing it. For those of you who do have that anxiety, you guys could be starting to take more initiative, like getting ready to plan things yourself. Like, maybe you're always with other people who do all that for you, or they take more of that initiative on. But I feel like you guys could be trying to do that more in July, and your confidence could be increasing because of that. I also see this for those of you who are single, that you could be initiating more relationships, asking people out more, or you previously might have not done that, but maybe as you're doing this, it causes something good to happen with the Nine of Cups. Like, it's successful. You meet someone who is more what you're looking for by you taking that initiative. But overall, I feel like there's a lot of good here for you guys. So I'm going to put down my last set of cards for you guys and get final messages. Okay, with these cards here, we have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So what I'm feeling here too is that a lot of what happens in July, I feel like it's going to be up to you guys in a way, because the energy isn't exactly clear. And both of these cards talk about maybe some changes are needed and that there is nothing that's definite yet. So that indicates to me that you guys are going to be given more of the control to make choices that affect your situation. And I feel a lot of healing, a lot of progress on your confidence. If something's holding you back, you guys are going to be starting to take more action and push through those things and be met with really nice results, or be met with support in relation to you overcoming social issues or social anxiety. I do see that changing, but this final message is very clear. Like, what do you guys want to happen with your friendships, your romantic relationships in July? And try to figure out ways you can make that happen more, because you have that Nine of Cups card, meaning satisfaction, wishes come true. And I feel like a lot of good can happen in these areas for you, but you guys have to try to plan out those initiatives, like not just taking action for the sake of taking action. Like, work smart and plan it out. What do you want to happen with your actions? What do you want to make progress towards? And I feel like you guys are going to make great strides, great progress towards those goals, but mapping it out or writing it down is going to help you a lot. And I picked that up too with the Two of Wands, that planning card. I feel like you guys are going to be given an opportunity to have more of a clean slate in July, to change and make things more how you want. So that was your reading group number 2. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like it, consider liking the video and subscribing if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. With your cards here, we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past. you experience more love in your present moments. Separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So what I see here with this pile is that with codependency, some of you guys could be too dependent on the person you're in a relationship with, or there could be negative habits between the both of you that are affecting each of you. Like, for instance, I can see this as like jealousy that's toxic, like this person always wanting to look through your phone, you always wanting to look through their phone. There's something here where you guys are having issues with trust, and in this relationship, it's causing issues because there could be a lot of fights and you guys can't do one thing without the other. And that could lead to one person trying to control the other person because of this jealousy, because of that codependency of them not able to trust that person being independent and doing things on their own without keeping tabs on them on every second of what they're doing. But for those of you not in a relationship right now, I can see this as having codependency in the way that you think that maybe being in a relationship is going to fix everything for you, when you still could have, I don't want to say like negative habits. It could just be you have habits that aren't really beneficial to you, not because you're trying to purposely do that, but just because the way life is, you could have picked up some coping habits that aren't so healthy for you. And you're thinking, well, if I get into a relationship, this is going to help me. My life's going to be so great now. When it's like, if you do that, you get into a relationship, you're still going to have those habits, those bad coping habits that are affecting you, then it will affect the relationship. So there's two situations I'm seeing here. But with forgiving and learning, I feel that if you are in this type of relationship, you and this person could go past this. But for some of you guys, you could forgive each other and decide, well, it might be better for us to separate. It might be better for us to go our separate ways, not in a way where you're enemies, but in a way you both realize you're not meant for each other. That's for some of you guys. And for the other half here that are single, I can see this as forgiving yourself and learning from your own mistakes, fixing those negative coping habits and making it something better. So when you do get in a relationship or further in a relationship, not just dating people, it will be one that's healthy and won't lead to a separation. But for others of you, I can see this as a mutual separation between you and someone else in July, or trying to work on those codependency issues. And if they don't work out, it could lead to a situation where you both are deciding to separate. But I do feel like there is an option here. It's a choice on whether or not, for those of you in a relationship, if you want to work through this, or you think it's better just to leave it behind and find someone who's more compatible for you. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards and see what else comes through. Okay, with these cards here, we have the Knight of Cups, the Lovers, the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Something, I don't think I mentioned this with the other set of cards, but for some of you guys too, this could be an on and off again relationship. And that's why codependency came up and separation. Like maybe some of you guys are finally walking away from an on and off again relationship, a situationship, something here like that, where it's like on and off, hot, cold, and you're walking away from that. That's another possibility as well with those cards. But what I see here with the Knight of Cups and the Lovers is another love offer coming in for you guys in July. I feel like that could be a chance for you to be with someone else. And this is whether or not you're in a relationship, you're single, you're walking away from that relationship, or you want to go in a relationship. I can see this as just saying that if you are going in a relationship, that you still have to be mindful that you don't think this relationship is going to save you from every problem you're having. You have to practice discernment. If this offer comes to you with the Queen of Swords, just make sure you're not going to think everything's going to be cured in your life because of this. There's nothing wrong with wanting a relationship, but don't idealize romance so much that it's like unrealistic in a way. This is saying you can have a really good relationship, you can have really great love, but if you fix your own habits, your coping mechanisms, your habits, that's going to lead to a lot healthier relationship when this offer is coming to you. And just to be mindful of that, because you guys don't want to hurt yourself or have a situation that it eventually leads to a separation. That's what I'm picking up. I know that's kind of a weird message, but I just want to be honest with what I'm seeing here, because I think it helps more than just saying whatever is going to make people feel comfortable. And for those of you in the relationship, I definitely see here with the Queen of Swords next to the Lovers, that's indicating a choice. You're having the choice to fix this relationship, that situationship, the on and off again relationship. You have that chance to either work on that and make it something like a love worth fighting for type of thing, or you could just walk away and start new with someone else who's going to be a lot better and more committed, more serious with you. So I'm going to put down my last set of cards and get final messages to see what else we can expect. Okay, with these cards here, we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. A new start is coming. New moon. So there's definitely a new beginning for you guys with your love and social relationships. So I don't want you guys to think this is all bad, because I don't like giving these messages, but this is just what I'm picking up. But I want you guys to know, no matter how you're feeling, there's always love for you. And you don't have to feel like you have to be in this on and off again relationship, or in this relationship where it's not working out for you. There's always going to be someone who can offer you what you're looking for. You don't have to stay in a situation where there's that lack, where you're not getting supported, you're not getting loved. You need to be fighting every day type of thing. Like, that's what I'm picking up. So there's always love for you guys. And if you choose to walk away, there is a chance for you to get with someone else who is giving you what you deserve. So you don't have to feel stuck in that situation. You can make that choice and leave if you want. If you want to fix it, you can, but you also can walk away. We see that with the Eight of Cups. If you're feeling called to do that in that like toxic codependent relationship, you're not being respected, do not feel like you have to stay. You are able to walk away. You are protected with this card appearing. And both of these cards are talking about a new moon. And that's a new beginning, a new cycle, something fresh. Do not feel your life is stuck in one place, especially with a romantic relationship. That's what I'm picking up the most here, is that you do not have to stay in this situation if you're being called to move on. Sometimes we're with people for a temporary amount of time to learn lessons or learn things about ourselves and then move on from that. And this is saying that if you guys are going to move on, because it is your choice, I'm just relaying the messages, you're going to be loved and accepted, and you will be safe. You are safe. You don't have to be in that situation. I can't stress that enough. And even with your stone here, you chose black tourmaline. That means you're protected. That's a stone that removes negativity. So you don't have to feel like you ever have to deal with or put up with something that is not safe for you mentally, physically. And this is saying there is going to be someone or something better. You don't want to be in this relationship where someone is being on and off, hot, cold, leaving you to the side. And I feel like the other person's being toxic or negative towards you. So you never have to accept that. And for those of you who are single, there's a new start in love coming for you. And you need to feel, or you need to know, that you are also safe and protected. And as this new start is coming in love, there is someone who's going to respect you and take care of you. But make sure you're not overlooking bad behaviors of people just to be in a relationship to feel like things are working out for you, because that's not going to help you. It's going to make things more difficult for you in the long run. So that was your reading group number 3. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry that it was a little bit negative, but I like to read the cards as what is appearing because I think that helps people the most. And if you know what is wrong, you can move past that. But yeah, that was the reading. So if you liked it, consider liking the video and subscribing if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, group number 4. With your cards here, we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So what I see here for July, for your romance and social relationships, is with true love, I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of luck if you're already in a relationship. I feel like with flirt, you'll have an elevated sense of connection. Like you'll feel more emotional intimacy, more of a connection to that person in the way it's like you guys have like telepathic thinking. Like you don't even have to say anything. That person just knows. Like this is going to be a period in that relationship where things are very healthy, very connected, spiritually, intimately. Like everything's going to feel emotionally elevated. You're going to feel things in a way that's stronger, and that makes it so your connection is also stronger. But for those of you who are single, I also see this month as a really good month for you to find someone you do have a connection with, like a true love connection. I also see with flirt that you guys have a chance to have multiple people come up to you. Multiple people want to be with you, ask you out, try to get to know you. And I also feel here it's possible that when you're out with friends, you can meet multiple people or this person, or your friends introduce you to this person. There's something here where you're with your friends and you're getting a lot of attention from other people if you're single. But overall, I definitely feel like out of all the piles too, you guys, compared to the other ones, yours is the most fun and lighthearted. So I feel like July won't be too serious for you if you are single. And if you're already in a relationship, it's just going to be really carefree, easygoing, and things are working out between you guys. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you guys and see what else comes through. Okay, with these cards here, we have the King of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So what I see here too, for those of you who are single, with the King of Cups, I feel like you're going to meet people who are definitely emotionally mature. So these are going to be people who might be older than you, or if they're the same age or younger, they're just mentally at a different level. Like they're a lot more mature. They're someone that have their life together. Like they have a job, they have a house, they have a car. Like this person's stable, well put together. And I feel like you're going to meet a lot of people like this in July. So you're not only going to be getting like attention from just anyone. I feel like you're going to get attention from a lot of people with the Six of Wands that you actually could be like, whoa, I actually want to be in a relationship with this person. Things could actually go well with this person, or they're what you're looking for. But it's kind of funny because with the Five of Cups here and the Queen of Pentacles, it kind of makes me think like maybe some of you guys, like it's not a serious type of sad, but a sad that's kind of like, oh, well, you're maybe disappointed you're meeting these people now in July because maybe you wanted a relationship before and you couldn't find these people. And maybe you kind of came to terms with the Queen of Pentacles here as being more independent, being more single. And now these people are coming around and you're like, really? Because you came to terms with that. So it's kind of, like I said, not super serious sadness, kind of just like a little disappointment or annoyance because maybe you're more comfortable being single now or in your situation, but you're meeting people that's making you rethink that and question if you should be in a relationship with them or not. Like, it's like not really, I guess, convenient for you. It would have been more convenient before, but that's just something funny I'm picking up. And for those of you in a relationship, I also see this too as like your relationship maturing and growing in a way that's very healthy. I also see this too as maybe being like showered in compliments, showered in support with the Six of Wands by your partner and even maybe their family, like other people that are related to them, also appreciating you and cheering you on. like you're being respected for what you do in that relationship, and your support as kind of like a community member with that person's family, their friends. Like, people really respect you and you're getting that recognition. And also the partner, the person you're with, is doing that as well. But it feels like a really nice community that's going to be around you in relation to your partner, your support. So that's really nice. I do see here, though, too, with the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you could be using some of your finances too. Like, maybe you have a discussion with your partner in July on what to do for a rainy day, or if things don't go well, because maybe things in the relationship in July are going really well, but you're kind of taking that initiative and that step ahead to prepare if things don't. Which is funny because this isn't a financial reading, but I am picking up a little bit with finances here. So maybe you guys are saving a lot of money. Maybe your partner too could invest in something you're doing with the Queen of Pentacles. It makes me think, if you're represented by the Queen of Pentacles, that person's helping you out. Doesn't matter if you're a girl, guy. I just feel like you guys could be represented with the Queen of Pentacles being a little bit more independent and having a lot of finances, and this person helping you grow those finances and support you in that way, along with being emotionally mature. So that's really great here. So I'm going to put down my last set of cards for you guys and get final insights. Okay, with these cards here, we have Take Time to Breathe Out, Disseminating Moon, Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, South Node. So what I'm seeing with these cards too is that in July, if you have to take a break or just not rush things, that is absolutely fine to do. If you need your own space, if you need to clear your head, you're going to have time to do that in July. Don't feel that you have to accept every romantic offer if you're single in July. Don't think you have to keep up with all these people if you're not ready for it. Like I said, I felt like a little bit of annoyance or disappointment at so many people pursuing you in July, because maybe it's just not convenient for you, or maybe you're focusing more like how the Queen of Pentacles would on your finances or something else. So now you're just like, ugh, why is this happening now? That's okay. Like, even if you're not ready in July, this is saying that there's going to be other times that you're going to have options still. Even if you're not ready in July, you'll have options after. This is just saying, with Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, if you can do that and you want to do that, don't feel like you can't. But if you're not ready for it, there's going to be time later on for that. This is just a message of, you guys should feel free in July to pursue your romantic relationships, your social relationships, like with your friends, at your own pace. This is just saying, don't let past negative experiences or past times you had to rush in comparison to now hold you back or affect your decision making in relation to those areas. Things are going to be fine and work out. I feel like you guys have time to enjoy yourself. You have time to engage if you want. You have time to just do whatever you want. That's what I'm picking up here, that's an awesome energy to have. It's like, it's more of your control. So that was your reading, group number 4. I think your reading was a little bit shorter than the others, so I apologize for that, but your messages were very clear and direct to me. So that could be one reason why. But if you did like the reading, consider liking the video and subscribing if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye.